Hey, welcome to This Week on Let's Fix Her Up. Mike Jamison here with you. And hey, thanks for all the great emails and everything about our show. We're local, and it's not that I can come out to help you do things, but I've got some great people that work with us and can maybe come out and help you with some of the things that we do. You know, we work exclusively, A+ Home Improvement, Seagate Roofing, and Seagate Waterproofing, along with Gladieux and a lot of other great companies here in town, and a lot of good things we could do. One of our big projects right now that I'm doing, and I'll always have a big project, is this big long line of fence that we've been doing for about a year and a half, but actually the winds blew everything down. If you can see right here, this is what I'm up against. This is nasty, and this is what I'm up against, and old train tracks here, and we want to make sure we get that done. On this week's show, we've got our fence to this point, and remember I told you we did almost 200 feet of fence, and that's how much I'm off right there. So I think what I'm just going to do, and I'm just a guy that does this kind of stuff, I'm probably just going to kind of move these in a little bit. Maybe I'll put a filler, but this is my straight. This is 100% straight because we're going to put our gate in here. We've got a gate that we're going to build in here, and something I wanted to show you is what it's planning with what we're doing here. This is way in the backyard of my house here. This is all going to be taken out here, and for us to finish this fence here, actually these weeds and everything from the old train tracks actually grew into trees, and so we've got our chainsaw, and we're going to be cutting all of that stuff down and getting all of that done. And then eventually, and I'm crossing my fingers, if we keep having nice weather like this and we can get a concrete company in here, we're going to take our old shed down here and we're going to build a 20 by 24 shed so I can put my woodworking stuff out here, and because I like to build furniture and things like that. So that's some of the stuff we're going to be talking about this week. And we're also going out to talk to Trent Harp out at Gladieux Do It Best, because this is that time of the year you want to kind of put the mower to bed here in a couple of weeks, because it's in the 70s right now. But what you want to do to get your lawnmower ready, and also what you want to do to get your snowblower ready for the upcoming snowy season. So a lot of good stuff this week, and I'm actually going to show you how to build this fence and explain how I'm doing it, and maybe I'm not doing it the right way, but I think we're doing it the right way, and we'll have something real nice here once we get that done. So we got a lot of stuff for you this week on Let's Fix Her Up. Well, this fence has kind of been a labor of love for me, because we have so much wind that comes in here in the back, and just to be able to have this set up so we can actually enjoy this backyard when it's really super windy. Now, we've got some trees and everything that are around here. We're going to leave that out. One of the things we want to do here is we're going to put a double gate in here, okay? And basically what's going to happen is this whole area, we've got A+ Home Improvements that's going to bring, it's kind of like a brush hog, it's called, and they're going to come through here and they're going to clean this whole area out for us, so that we can, if I can get the okays to do it, I think we're going to stone this in here, so that if I need to get back here, we can, because like I was saying before, we're going to be building a big shed here, and we're going to need to be able to get in, and with the way we're set up, we can drive right back here and do what we need to do. But at this point, we have all these weeds and all of this craziness that needs to be taken down before we can do any of that. But I wanted to get a gate in, at least one of the gates. Now, this is one of our old posts from before I even owned the house, and we're gonna take this post out, because it's maybe 2.5, 3 inches that I need it to come this way, just so we can get our straight arrow here with our string line that we've got. It's off. It's definitely off compared to what we have here. So we're gonna take this out, and we're gonna put in and actually what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put in a form, so that this is basically just gonna be sitting there so that if I need to get a full, like if I needed to get my pickup truck to come in here, we're just going to be able to take this out and open our gates, and that way we can drive our truck right back in here to do what we need to do. So this one will not be in, we're actually going to put concrete in, and we're going to do a form with it so that it can be taken out and put in. But for now, I'm going to show you how I'm hopefully going to do it the right way here. We're going to do everything with 4x4s to make our first gate here, and then these are our clamps. I have a third clamp to put on here if we need to do it, and we'll see if that's something we're going to do. So basically what we decided to do is use 4x4s, and we're just cutting it basically into a 4-foot box, and we'll put our slats up against that. I hope this works out. I think we may have to put in some metal L brackets to give it some more support, but at this point we're using 4x4s, and we cut them down to 4-foot lengths there. And then basically what I'm going to do here is if we can get Dave get down on here, we're gonna cut these things out so they'll kind of fit together, kind of like as in a puzzle, and give it some more strength, and it makes it a little bit easier. It makes it a little bit easier to put them together. And as you can see, what we're going to do here is we're notching these out. We're going to notch these out so that they'll fit together, and it should work out pretty good, and it should give us a very strong base for our gate. And like I said, though, I may, and maybe by the end of the show, I might decide that I'm going to be putting in some L brackets in here just for added support. I'm real hardcore about making sure everything gets supported and put together the real way. Now we're just going to rip them this way and then finish it up so that the edges are all cut out. Okay, we're starting to cut our 4x4s, and the way that I'm doing this is, you see, we're putting it in here, and then we're going to lock the next one in this way, and it's going to give us real strength. I did buy some L brackets, so we are going to put some L brackets in just for some strength here, just to make sure, just so we can see what we're doing. Now I'm just going to say this right out the gate. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. This is the way I'm doing it because, number one, I'm by myself, and I got to figure out a way to make sure I can get this thing all put together the way I need to have it all put together. So here we go. All right, we got our first clamping it in, and what I'm going to do then is, just so I can get everything straight and level and all of that good stuff, I'm going to put the first piece in here, okay? And I'm just going to tack it in. I'm just going to tack it in a bit so I know where I'm at. in the middle.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President of Genoa Bank, a locally owned community bank providing a full range of banking services. At Genoa Bank, we believe a bank should do more than just conduct business. We generally care about the communities we serve, and we take our hometown commitment to heart. Our biggest investment will always be in you, whether it's a personal account or business. Genoa Bank is committed to outstanding service. We want to know you by name and help you with all your banking needs. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
Remember this? How could you forget? Bet you wish you had one of these last winter. TAS Electronics has remote car starters for $199 or less installed, including bypass. Plus, heated seats just $149 installed, including both back and bottom. No one can stop the winter. But with TAS, you can have a nice warm vehicle waiting for you. Get over to TAS today.
TAS Electronics. Feel the power. TAS Electronics. It's hot.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A Plus, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A Plus Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
Power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284. Moe's Place, downtown Rossford, has the best burgers in town and much, much more. Stop by for their famous Flaming Moe burger. Moe's Place, proud to bring you Rossford High School sports.
Different problems require different solutions. Seagate Roofing and Foundation Services has been solving water problems for over 30 years. We have the expertise to provide you with the best solution. Seagate replaces foundations, straightens walls, lifts sinking foundations, and waterproofs basements. Get your free estimate before you make a decision because you deserve to have all the facts. We are the local experts.
244 LEAK Seagate.
I can tell love is everywhere. Like a new perfume in my hair. I just feel love is everywhere.
Well, folks, here with Trent Harp over at Gladieux Do It Best, and we're trying to get this fence up and everything we're doing here. And the one problem that you get into when you've got a lot of weeds behind your house, these weeds grow into trees. And I got out the old chainsaw that hasn't seen action since pretty close to when I used to play basketball. It's that old. No, but
can't be that old.
But seriously, Trent, these we brought it out here, and you kind of were able to just go through it. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's just the one thing that seems to happen is the gumming up of these engines because of the gasoline.
Right. Yeah, we've got so many problems nowadays with ethanol, and it really manifests itself in the two-cycle engines, causes issues as far as fuels degrades very rapidly because alcohol, which is ethanol, is basically hydroscopic. It pulls moisture into your fuel all the time. So what happens correspondingly, you leave it set for a long period of time and your fuel turns bad, for lack of a better term. Does peripheral damage to fuel lines, carburetors. This, we were fortunate enough, I think we could fix it by just good old fuel flush and some good quality fuel. You might want to stick to the premix fuels, which you know about now because of your experience you had previously.
Oh, definitely.
Save you money in the long run. But if you're not going to run a piece of equipment, any piece of equipment, if you're running your own mixed fuel out of the pump, you should, if it's not going to run for the next 30 days, you should drain the fuel and run it dry. That eliminates that problem. Or like we said, buy a quality fuel, premixed fuel. We've got several versions we sell here that you can put it in the machine and with confidence leave it in the machine, and a year from now you pick up that machine, it's going to fire up and it's going to work for you.
Always the same thing with stabilizers for, if you got a boat or if you got an old car that you're not running. But do you guys also sell the cans that it's basically, it's just fuel, it doesn't have any of the oil mix in it?
Well,
it's just fuel.
What we sell is fuel and oil mix.
Oh, okay.
It's pre-mixed, ready to go. You don't have to worry about anything. Just dump it in the tank.
Well,
so that's the beauty of it.
Amen. So, I bought a beautiful snowblower from you, 2-3 years ago, and ironically, we haven't had enough snow to use it, but I made the big mistake of putting that normal gas that you would get at a gas station, and there are some gas stations that sell the high-end kind of gas too. You want to ask, they just ask for boat gas, basically.
Recreational fuel, zero ethanol.
But it was a killer for me because that thing sat there, and then when I did need to use it, there wasn't a lot of snow, I couldn't get it to run. And you guys fixed it for me, obviously, and everything, but you screamed and yelled at me too because, JMO, you got to drain these things because the engines aren't made like they used to be made.
Not so much, to expound on that, the engines are, engines are engines. I mean, there's tweaks and stuff to make them more efficient, more reliable. But the thing we didn't have to worry about in the past, we didn't have this ethanol issue with the fuel. You talk to some people like you or I, we're old timers. We don't want to admit it, but 10 years ago we didn't have this problem. Then the government started allowing the ethanol content to be upped and up to, to stop our dependency on foreign oil. So, but they didn't look at the side effects on the rest of the industries. And so that's what we're paying for now, basically. So now education education is where we have to stop it before it happens, and there is ways to prevent that.
And I know you guys have some great deals right now on just maybe some tune-ups. And is it? I know it's a great time, obviously, to tune up your snow blowers, but is this probably a good time to maybe have your mower looked at so that it's ready for next spring?
Two things that I like to recommend, and I talk to the bulk of the people that come through here. One or two things this time of year, we slow down, so we're looking to generate some activity. So we offer a 20% discount off your snowblower or your lawnmower from now, actually from several weeks ago until December 15th.
Okay.
So you can get your snowblower ready for winter, because you know that's one thing on a Friday night and it's going to snow Saturday morning. You pull the cord, you want it to start.
Exactly.
Your lawnmower, the nice thing about that is, in confidence, you can get that ready, you can put it in the garage, and then you know come spring it's ready to go. You don't have to get in line and wait in the spring when you really need it. It's ready to go. You've already been proactive instead of reactive. So you can get 20% off the total package, and if you're within 5 miles of us, we'll even pick it up and deliver it for no charge, which right up front's a $45 savings.
Well,
so.
there you go. I mean, local company. Some of the best lines. Yeah, I'm looking right now. You got Steel. Name off all of your lines.
We have actually, it's rated as the #1 residential mower line in the country. Which is Cub Cadet. We have Exmark mowers, which is the #1 rated commercial mower in a lot of people's eyes, and we have Steel, #1 handheld gas equipment in the country. And also, we're getting really heavy into. We do have a full line of the new lithium-ion products, which are a nice product too.
Gladieux Do It best. And Trent would love you to come in and say hi to him and get some stuff done, and just get them ready to go, because we just don't know. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. And I'm going to get out there and get some of these weeds cut down.
Cut them before the snow.
I have to use this to cut weeds down. That's how bad it is.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladieux.
Gladieux Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladieux is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladieux Home Center.
Yoder Brothers Lawn and Snow, where we treat your yard as our own. Lawn care, landscape construction, landscape maintenance, hydroseeding, snow and ice management, residential and commercial, licensed, insured, trusted. Contact us today, 567-218-1915, 567-218-1915. Yoder Brothers Lawn and Snow. Yoder Brothers Lawn and Snow.
Furnace not working? Wojo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing can help. Go to wojosheating.com.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Cleaning your gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years, I've been climbing up that ladder, cleaning out those gutters. One time, I leaned the ladder up there, and the feet were on the deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out, and I'm hanging by the gutter, and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today, and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter. We're the Gutter Helmet.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
I would have wasted all my days in a dream. That's where I know you'll always be.
Well, we got one of our gates in right now, and I'm pretty excited about this. And like I said, you know, I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy that gets ideas and does them. And you know what, folks? The amount of money you save when you do this, we did over 200 feet of fence, and we're not done yet. We still got some more. We got to put a secondary gate in, and we'll have that one for you next week. We've got to change some of the old posts that were here. We used some of the posts that we had here before because they were just cemented in so well, we just decided to use them. But we want to make sure that we can get a couple of gates here, so if we need to bring a truck in the back in our backyard, we can just do it. We're going to have to do something interesting with this pole setup here. But I'll tell you what, this thing is strong. It ain't going nowhere. And we wound up actually putting a middle brace piece in here too with a 2x4, treated 2x4, just to make sure that we had it set up that way. Hey, I appreciate all the calls and all the emails. Mike at Creative Video Imagery is our email address. And of course, Let's Fix Her Up. We're on Facebook. We put all of the shows and everything on. We want to really showcase some of the great projects that you're doing. And, you know, I'm not the best at this, but we're going to try our best every week to do it. You know, we're crazy busy. We've got this show starting up, JMO's Journeys, which will be on at 12:30 here. And then, you know, our high school basketball, we're doing 160 high school basketball games, live streaming them. And the great thing is we are doing them pay-per-view this year, but we're going to do $10 for our basketball game, but $5 of that $10 is going to go back to the school that we're at because they're hurting real bad right now. And you know, normally they charge $8 to come in to see a basketball game, so we want to help them out as much as we can too. But just another little project. Somebody said to me, they said, Mike, you know, it's a 6-foot fence and you left yourself about a half a foot down there at the bottom. Problem is the slope. We had quite a slope here, and with it being as long as our setup is, I wanted to stay with even up on the top, so everything looks good that way. So we'll wind up putting some topsoil and stuff in here probably at the beginning of next year. Maybe we'll do it this year. I don't know yet, but I just really enjoy doing these kind of projects. And folks, if you have something like that, you know, don't go out and buy the pre-made big. Doing like I did it takes a little bit longer, but I'll tell you what, this thing is so strong. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, and that's something that we really had to do because of our wind that we have behind here. And I think this is gonna set up real nice. It's straight, and once we put our new post setups in here, it's gonna look good. And everybody asks, well, Mike, why'd you put the good side on the inside? Well, you can see what's behind here. so we might as well look pretty here at our house. So thanks once again for watching Let's Fix Her Up. And gosh, 27 years we've been doing this, and hopefully you've learned some stuff. And if you have any suggestions, feel free, just set us up over on Facebook, and maybe we can do what you guys have. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week.